If you've ever wondered about the core stories of Jesus Christ, you've likely encountered the four Gospels: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. These aren't just religious texts. They're our primary historical windows into Jesus' life, teachings, death, and resurrection, each offering a distinct perspective. Let's break down who supposedly wrote them and what kind of witness they were. First up, Matthew. Traditionally, this gospel is attributed to Matthew, also known as Levi, one of Jesus' 12 apostles. Because he was an apostle, Matthew is widely considered to have been a direct eyewitness to Jesus' ministry. He walked with Jesus, heard his teachings firsthand, and saw the miracles. His gospel often presents Jesus as the fulfillment of Old Testament prophecy, appealing strongly to a Jewish audience. So, when we talk about direct, first-hand accounts, Matthew is the one who fits the bill most clearly among the four. Next, we have Mark. The Gospel of Mark is traditionally attributed to John Mark, a companion of the Apostle Peter. Mark wasn't one of the original 12 disciples, nor was he a direct eyewitness to Jesus' life. Instead, early church tradition, particularly from figures like Papias, suggests that Mark wrote down Peter's sermons and recollections. Think of him as Peter's secretary or interpreter. So while his account is incredibly valuable, it's considered an indirect witness, relaying the experiences and perspectives of Peter. Then there's Luke. This gospel, along with the book of Acts, is attributed to Luke, a physician and traveling companion of the Apostle Paul. Like Mark, Luke was not an eyewitness to Jesus' earthly ministry. His gospel explicitly states that he conducted thorough research, interviewing many who were eyewitnesses and servants of the word. He approached his task almost like a historian, carefully compiling accounts to offer an orderly account for his patron Theophilus. Luke provides a highly detailed narrative, emphasizing Jesus' compassion and ministry to all people, especially the marginalized. His is another vital indirect witness, built on meticulous investigation. Finally, we come to John. This gospel is traditionally attributed to John, one of Jesus' 12 apostles, often called the beloved disciple. If it was indeed John the apostle, then this would be a direct eyewitness account. However, even in early Christian history, there was significant debate about the authorship. A famous church father, Eusebius of Caesarea, writing in the 4th century, noted a controversy around two figures named John, John the Apostle and John the Elder. Eusebius himself wrestled with whether the Gospel and some of the letters attributed to John were written by the Apostle or by this John the Elder from Ephesus. This debate highlights that even in ancient times, the direct authorship by John the Apostle for this specific Gospel wasn't universally settled, despite the strong tradition. The Gospel of John itself has a unique theological focus, presenting Jesus as the divine Son of God in a deeply reflective and symbolic way, distinct from the other three, often called the Synoptic Gospels. So to sum it up, when looking at the traditional authors of the four Christian Gospels, only Matthew is widely considered a direct eyewitness to Jesus' life among all four. Mark and Luke compiled their accounts from the testimonies of others, and while John's Gospel is a profound theological work, its direct authorship by John the Apostle was, and remains, a point of historical discussion, even among revered early church scholars like Eusebius.